Good morning everyone! A very very beautiful Thursday po sa inyo lahat. What's up? What's up? PSEI, yesterday the market went up a few ticks, but we're gonna be talking about that in a bit. Today we're gonna be talking about dividend investing, and I want to share to you a very good dividend investing na na strategy. So good that it is creating a buzz right now. And it's one of the top strategies right now in a platform that we are using, and we're gonna talk about that. This video is recorded live, so if you wanna go directly to the discussion, please move forward around 7 minutes forward, 7 to 8 minutes forward. The discussion will start around 8:40 in the morning. It's still 8:33. We want to let the audiences sink in first before we start the discussion. So, please do share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Paki-share nyo po sa mga friends ninyo, and to your trading groups or your investment groups, and to your Facebook wall so that your friends will know about this opportunity. Also, this is very important. Alright, Marims, good morning po, Sir Lloyd. Good morning, Wealth Gainer. Magandang umaga, Coach. Good morning, Sir Lloyd. Alright, good morning. Yeah, the topic we will be talking about dividends. How does it work? How do you know how much you are gonna get, and what is this strategy fit for? Right? Para kanino itong strategy na ito, basically. So, yan po ang pag-uusapan natin. This is a request from someone na pag-uusapan natin about dividend investing. So, yes, we are talking about this today. If you have any topics that we want to talk about in the future, please post it in the comments para isulat po natin at mapag-usapan po natin in the future. Right? So, let me go through the comments really quick. Edgar Galang, good morning, Sir Lloyd. Insights naman po sa pag-buy ni Warren Buffett ng Kroger. Thanks. So, yes, historically speaking, very good question, kasi I posted about this yesterday. Kroger, Mr. Warren Buffett bought around 18 million plus shares of Kroger. That's a lot, right? Ang daming binili ni Mr. Warren Buffett sa Kroger, right? So historically, whenever Mr. Warren Buffett gets into a stock, the stock prices goes on an uptrend, right? So, my 2 cents, put it in your watch list, and then wait for a good position for you to be able to enter it. Kroger is starting to go up already, right? KR, right? Kroger. And tingnan natin ang chart ni Kroger, ha. So, starting to pull back already. And after Mr. Warren Buffett bought it, dun tayo sa Pro Charts. Mas malaki kasi ang dito. Right. So, Kroger here. So, after the news that Mr. Warren Buffett bought Kroger, look at that gap up right there. Right? So, another gap up, but did negative yesterday, but still above the upper Bollinger Band. That still means there's momentum on the stock right now. So, Kroger just did a breakout. I would recommend a breakout strategy for this. Nagpo-pull back siya ngayon. Any bounce soon would be a good entry point for Kroger already. Let's get a horizontal line here. So, a thicker one para makita nyo. So, this was the previous resistance, but after the news breakout and went as high as 30 something here. You can see the wick right there. Dito yung tip ng wick. Now it's doing a pullback, which is good. Any bounce soon, if it bounces near this previous resistance, which is now our support, is a good entry already. So Kroger, amang na kayo ng positions ninyo. Alright, we'll recommend this for long term, right? Much longer term. If ever Mr. Warren Buffett's in it, invest in it, that means he's in it for long term. You know Mr. Warren Buffett, he's a long-term investor. If he's invested in it, why not us? Simple as that, di ba? Sir Lloyd, pwede malaman anong mga nasa watchlist mo? Thank you. Alright, so yes, we still have time to show it. Let's go to my watchlist. Alright, my watchlist is right here. eBay, Tesla, indexes like China 50, Nasdaq 100, Natgas, OHL, Nvidia. So, just check out the replay. Okay, medyo marami-rami ito na nasa watchlist ko. But these are the companies that I am watching. Right? Over, beyond. Right. Right, so if you want to ask me how did I come up with my watchlist, a little bit of due diligence, right? Due diligence researching about the companies, but no one can beat the research of the big guys, right? Big guys like Mr. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, you can search for Warren Buffett here. The good thing about eToro is you can see their portfolio, right? So, check out Mr. Warren Buffett, check out his portfolio, and go click on view all para makita nyo po ang stocks na mga ininvestan niya. All the stocks are here. Right, so if Mr. Warren Buffett has invested in it, that means he has done his research. This guy has all the resources to do the research. If he's invested in it, then that means that company is good. I only trade good companies, so yes, I will look at these companies and wait for the best positions. And yun po, that's one way to create your watch list, right? Follow the big guys, right? They do the research for you. That's working smart, right? Albert Legarta, good morning, sir. Bakit biglang baba ang gold upon hitting 1610? Hindi ako napaka-TP, sayang. Yes, gold. We talked about gold yesterday. We even traded gold. We even used gold as our live what do you call this? Live check. It's bound to pull back, right? So, dito natin tinignan kahapon si gold on a breakout. This is a one-day chart right there. So, 5-minute chart niya. Tinignan natin, di ba? So, we entered the ascending triangle of gold yesterday, right here. No, I forgot where. Pero, ascending triangle yan eh. Tapos, sobrang laki ng kita kaagad. So, galing nga nun eh. Right, here. Here it was yesterday. So, no. You can find it. But gold is bound to pull back. 1612 is already very high. The target was 1615. Mr. Arfred did discuss that live yesterday. The target was 1615. Then there it is. Umabot nga ng 1612. Right? So, bound to pull back right now. So, it's just doing a pullback. But overall, it's on an uptrend. So, hanap kayo ng magandang position like this one right here. This is a possible support already for gold. Baka mag-rally ulit yan kasi overall, gold is on an uptrend. So, we'll check gold in a bit. Right, so it's already 8:40. It's time to talk for our topic. Let me just share the slides really quick. There yan. Right, so let me double check the slide. Yan, dividends. What is dividends? All right, cashing in on dividends. How do you earn from dividends? Yun yung ano natin. Because here kasi, we are dealing with the stock market. We call it money markets if pang trading siya, di ba? Stock market is good for trading, forex is good for trading. So it's a kind of a money market platform. Avenue. Yung forex, then there's commodities like gold and oil. Here sa stocks, if you deal with stocks, there are companies that give out dividends. They're not required by law to give out dividends, but they give out dividends pang bonus para sa mga investors nila, or even sometimes, even if they're losing, they still give out dividends just to save the investors because they need the investors kasi, di ba? Cashing in on dividends. Investing in dividends yielding stocks offer two paths of potential profits. The good thing about dividend investing is dalawa ang profits na tinitingnan mo, right? Yan na pwede mong makuha, right? Number one is capital gains via stock price. Yes, because the stock prices go up along the way. For example, si Apple right now is at a very high price. Tesla, very high already. So whenever the stock prices go up, you earn money because your stock value increases. And then there's the second way to earn through this strategy, which is dividend yields. This is investing in them, you're gaining while where the stock prices are going up, but at the same time, because the company is usually doing well, they give out dividends to you per stock, right? So you gain from that as a bonus also. Therefore, many investors who have low risk appetite, take note, low risk appetite, and are looking for long-term growth, base at least some of their stocks portfolio on dividend yielding stocks. Yes. So if you are going for long term, if you're looking for long-term growth na low risk yung appetite nyo, right? So, because iba-iba tayo ng risk appetite, right? There is money, especially you are just starting with your financial journey, you will want to look for companies na for short-term growth because we are into wealth building pa pag nagsisimula pa lang tayo. But if you reach a level na you have extra cash already and you want to protect that cash, or you want to put it on low risk position, dividend investing can be a good strategy for you, right? For long term, look for good companies, plus the is good yielding, right? Good dividend yielding company. So at least man lang, even if it's on a slow growth, you get dividends naman in extra, so it compensates for the slow growth, right? For long-term investing, this is a very good strategy for you. So I strongly recommend, if you go for long-term, use a dividend strategy. Consider putting in diversifying in companies that give out good dividends also. Okay, not just a stable company, but also a very good dividend yielding giving company, right? So it's a much stable growth for your portfolio. Okay, so this is eToro's data on world's biggest dividend players on Q1 2019, right? Novartis, pinakamalaki, BHP Group, Roche Holdings AG, Royal Dutch, Shell. Yan, sila Shell, isa sa pinakamalaking magbigay ng dividends worldwide. AT&T, Siemens, Commonwealth Bank of Asia. Microsoft is one of the good dividend paying companies out there. That's why I really love Microsoft. It's one of the reason why Microsoft is very solid, is because napakaganda ng takbo ng company, plus they are very generous to the investors. That's why if you see Microsoft's chart, I wanna let me pull it up for you. MSFT. Kahit na during the instances that the market is not performing well, Microsoft only does a short pullback. This was the point where so many companies did a huge pullback, like Facebook, etc. But look at Microsoft's pullback; it's not very sharp. That's because it retains their Microsoft is very good in retaining their investors. Okay, so yan po. That's one of the reason why Microsoft is very good. Okay. Andyan po si Exxon, Axo, Nobel, NV. So those are the companies, just to run through them, okay? When are dividends given? Kailan binibigay? When do you get dividends? Diba? Companies usually announce dividend payout as part of their earnings report, right? Especially in the US. Here in the Philippines, the companies have separate dividend announcements. Parang ibang announcement, iba yung announcement sa nila, sa earnings nila. The company will specify exactly how much it will pay per share and the date in which the dividends will be realized, right? Andyan po yung ex-date and dividend dates. Very important to know is the ex-date. Just understand this. Ex-date means if you are holding the company until the stocks until the X date, then you can get the dividends. Kasi hindi nila ibibigay at the same time yan, right? There's the X date and there's the dividend date. Nakalimutan ko isa, but these two are the most important terms that you need to understand about dividends. X date, you have to hold it until the X date. For example, ang X date is the date today is February 20. If the X date is February 21, wag mo may ibebenta ngayon, or you shouldn't have sold it yesterday. Bukas mo pa ibenta yan. 21. So you are holding it until 21. Once the market opens at 21, that means you have counted for the dividends, and then you can sell it on the 21st. In the Philippines, dito lang uso ito. After the dividends, usually the stock prices drop because so many people are just after short-term dividends. So many Filipinos are after that. Pag pwede na sila makatanggap ng dividends, then ibebenta nila. Right? For example, February 21 is the X date. Let's say February 30 is the release date. So even if nabenta mo na on the 21st, on the 30th, you will receive a notification that you received the dividends. May it be cash dividends, meaning cash ang bibigay nila, or stock dividends, stocks meaning you're going to be given additional stocks for that company. So maybe they're going to be announcing, for example, let's say 10 cents per stock, 10 centavos per stock. So if you have 10 stocks of that company, then that means you are going to get 1 peso for the 10 stocks that you have. I'm for sure marami ang stocks na hawak niyo, so mas malaki makukuha ninyo. Right? Also, the stock dividends naman is stocks naman ibibigay nila. For example, they give out, let's say, 10% stock dividends. So, meaning, whatever, how many stocks you have, they are gonna give you a bonus number of stocks for percentage-wise. for example, 10%, and you have 1,000 stocks, on the X date, pwede mo ibenta or not. If you still are gonna hold it on the release date, you are gonna get 100 stocks additional. So before you had 1,000 stocks, after the dividend release, you are gonna get 1,100 stocks on your portfolio, and then you can sell that. So at least you are still gonna be earning that way, right? Maganda rin po yan, because if you're accumulating that company, mas marami ang stocks mo, the better. Okay? So let's go back to the PowerPoint. I hope this is clear so far, right? Let me go to the comments really quick. Let's see what we will, if meron ba mga questions before we go forward with the discussion. Let me just write down the requests of the people na charting natin mamaya, so I don't have to look for them in a while. Robert Niserio, good morning sir. Naka-attend din ulit sa wakas, watching here in Lapu-Lapu City. Good morning. Oy, ma'am, I'm in Mandaue, so magkalapit lang tayo. Arbitrage Switch, good morning everyone. Arbitrage. Benji Unabia, morning Sir Lord. Ask ko lang po, kapag 50% pataas ang free float leveling ng isang stock, mabilis ba ang pagtaas at baba ng price? Not really that affecting, but you did ask me that, so I'll be talking about that on a different day na lang. But usually it's not really that it doesn't really affect the stocks that much, especially sa international market. Dito sa Pilipinas, there are sometimes things that it can affect the stocks, especially right now, bearish market, and then if maganda ang company, then it doesn't affect that much. If ever pangit ang company, then it has a factor of it pulling down. Pero hindi naman gaanong kalaki na babagsak talaga na mabilis. Right, Dax Aseo, hi Sir Lloyd, good morning. What can you say about dividends play? Yeah, we'll talk about that. Right, that's a very good question. Marims, pacheck sir, FSLR, Lift and ACB. I'll write these down. OFW, good morning coach, and bati sa friend ko, si Miss Jolan Go. Thanks watching from Doha. Good morning po sa inyo dyan. Paano kapag naka-leverage ka, then my dividends? Thanks. Right. So, if you are on leverage and you have dividends, then you are gonna be getting the leveraged portion, the leveraged amount. Okay? Because that is your umutang ka ng pera to have this much exposure to a company, then because that is your exposure, that is how much you're invested in that company, you are gonna get the dividends with that portion also, with that amount. Right? So, very good question from Edgar Galang. So, that's to answer his question. Right? So, bakit yung slide ko? What's wrong with my slide? Let me just... And sure. Cashing in on dividends. Right? Dito na ba tayo? Hindi. When are dividends given? Alright, yun yung susunod natin pag-usapan. When are dividends given? Companies usually announce dividend payout. Already read some of that. Company will specify exactly how much it will pay per share and the date. Then, while dividends are usually derived from company profits, some companies choose to pay dividends even during times of loss to retain their existing investors. Even if at a loss ang company, like for example, Semirara, ngayon sa Pilipinas, Semirara, sila Shell, these companies are at a loss, but there are still investors holding it because the investors are not after the stock prices, they're after the dividends that company is giving them. Okay? So, companies do that also. They're even at a loss, they're very generous to their investors. They still give out dividends so that hindi sila maglabasan. Okay? So, dividend-driven investment strategies, right? So, ito yung mga strategies natin for dividend, dividend strategy that you can consider when you want to go into this kind of investing. Again, this is for low risk na mga investors, investors with low risk appetites. This is very good for you kasi even though low siya volatility, it's slow in growing, slow din in going down, slow in growing, but the dividends are there to compensate for the slow growth. So it's a much stable climb for your investments, right? More into long term po ito. When looking at a large successful company's chart, investors often check their percentage growth in stock price, diba? So whenever you go for long term and you don't consider dividends, ang tinitingnan niyo po is percentage growth in stock prices, right? Gusto niyo po kasi ganun, diba? Mabilis ang akyat. Right? However, long-term investors will also look at regular dividend payouts as a means of generating steady income. Okay? So, isa yan sa strategy na i-consider ninyo. So, before we go to this dividend growth portfolio by eToro, I want to share this. This is very good. This is a very good portfolio created by eToro for you guys. So, here's sa PSE kasi, you know that the stocks are very, let's say, illiquid compared to other companies. I mean, to other markets. Meaning, illiquid, hindi naman sa illiquid. Very volatile, right? Very volatile kasi konti lang ang stocks, right? So, it's because of the volatility, stocks, dividends, and cash dividends play a major role in a strategy also, right? We call it dividend trading, right? Ganun sa Pilipinas na stock market. So, it goes like this. Whenever a company announces that they have dividends, they're giving out dividends, if the dividend looks very good, it's a huge chunk of how much you are going to be investing, then sulit na sulit yan, right? Because napakaganda ng dividends na binibigay, the stock prices tend to go up because people want to buy the stock so that they can get the dividends, right? They want to buy it before the X date. Kasi I mentioned earlier, X date is the day you can sell it because you already qualified for the stock for the dividends, right? So during the present date until the X date, usually stock prices, if it's a very good dividend, stock prices are gonna rally, right? So a strategy you can use is, this is for short-term trading basically, is take advantage of that climb towards the X date. So you buy the stocks now and then you ride the momentum towards the X date, and you don't, as much as possible, you don't sell it on the X date, right? We are not after the dividends. We are just after the climb, okay? Before the dividend dates. So you ride it and then sell it before the X date, because on the X date, sobrang dami na magpebenta niyan that the stock prices go down. So if ever hindi mo mabenta, bukas you're expecting a loss. So mag-even out lang yan. Sayang lang ang momentum na sinakyan mo. Because it will be sold off, bababa ang presyos, you're losing money, pero may matatanggap ka naman na dividend, so it just evens out your investment, and sayang ang panahon. So, you sell it before X date, right? Others naman, gusto nilang makisabay sa dividend, so they buy, and they don't care if the stock prices go down, because this is a very good opportunity to buy the company plus with the dividends, and then they get the dividends. So that's another strategy for you. So you just choose, if ever short term you don't have plans on holding it when it drops, then you sell it before the X date. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Right, so sa Philippines Stock Exchange, there is a way to look for the best dividend if you're still in PSE. Okay. If you're still in PSE, you can use this as a screener for the top dividend giving companies. So go to msn.com, right? And then make sure you are in the PH website, okay? So en-ph meron po dyan. And then go to this one right here, search for money, right? Yung pera, money. And then click on it, and then go to stock screener right here. So stock screener, after you click on that, click on high dividend yields na screener. So these are the top dividend yield giving companies in the country. So SEC Semirara dividend yield is 12.41 for its market cap na ganyan. So ang laki ng mga binibigay nila na dividends. So these are the top dividend giving companies. One of my favorite is GMA7. Semirara is the best right now. Shell PH din, isa yan sa pinakamalaking magbigay ng dividends, hindi lang sa Pilipinas but worldwide, right? So Phoenix Petroleum is way up there also already. PLC, yan, sa SPC. Yeah, so check out this if you wanna consider dividend investing also in the Philippines. Okay? Now, kung ayaw nyo po ng ganito, gusto nyo po naka-bucket na, there is a fund that is available right now na ginawa ni eToro that automatically puts you invested in the best companies already that are best companies when it comes to dividend. Right, dividend giving. Right, this investment strategy focuses on mature companies. Right, very good companies only, because this is a fund. This is very important. So only good companies are in here that have a track record of at least 20 years of regular dividend payouts. So that's big. Last 20 years lang. So only companies that have been there for 20 years and has been giving dividend payouts. After creating a pool of such companies, the portfolio is further optimized using the following criteria. Here are the criteria used for this dividend fund. Market cap, looking for solid companies. Right? Only solid companies are in this fund. So you are most probably safe. Right? I cannot say it for sure because stock market is wala namang guarantee sa stock market. So beta, low market volatility, yung mabagal, hindi gaanong mabilis ang galaw kasi usually yung mga penny stocks yun yung mga mabilis gumalaw. So we are looking for low volatility markets para hindi gaanong gumalaw ng malakas. Right? 5-year dividend growth average. So it has to be at least 5 years from today yung average dividends nila palaki ng palaki. So we're expecting for their dividends to still increase the next coming years because they have been looking for consistency over the medium term na palaki yung dividends, right? Because that means higher dividends usually means that the company is doing well kasi yung binibigyan nila ng dividends is from their what do you call that kind of earnings? Bakit retained earnings, right? One reason why si Abar nire-recommend ko dati kasi sobrang laki ng retained earnings. Retained earnings meaning extra cash nila after giving out dividends, may extra cash pa sila. They can use that freely. Pwede nilang i-expand ng company nila or if they kasi extra ito, pwede nilang ibigay as dividends further. So if the company has very big retained earnings, that means they're performing well. That's why they can give out good big dividends. Right. So yan po, 5-year dividends growth average and then previous year dividend yield. Tinitingnan din nila ang short-term dividend performance. So they are filtered to this and sa makuha nila ang mga lista ng companies. Alright, so the resulting portfolio represents a well-rounded long-term and low-risk investments solution for dividend-hungry investors. Some of the stocks within the portfolio launch includes Pepsi Cola, IBM, Coca-Cola, 3M, McDonald's. One of these are the best dividends companies out there, and many others. So I want to show you the portfolio now. Okay, let me. Right, so on your portfolio, on your eToro account, okay, search for dividend growth. Dividend growth, and then, ang kagandahan nito, you can invest for as low as $2,000. Right? So, I am in my virtual portfolio right now. So, 2,000 po ang minimum exposure. $2,000. That's around 100K dito sa Pilipinas. But, I would say, sulit po ito. Right? If you have 100K lying in the bank, I would say put it here. It's a mas low risk na investment right now. Okay? So, because of the dividends, it evens out the pullbacks, yung mga markets na pullback. It will even out the performance. So, statistics-wise, I don't usually look at this, but it's already 0.74 in the for this year. Last year, itong portfolio growth na ito, if you look at it, hindi naman to na-realize kasi kaka-launch lang nila. But if this was launched last year, the portfolio is already up 23.79%. Right now, the market is already at the stalemate at the top. Alam niyo naman po, international market is already at the top right now. So, medyo mahirap po. So, only February, 0.74 lang growth niya. Again, it's a low volatility market. But aside from this, we want to look at the portfolio. Alright, so portfolio exposure, and let's go to view all. Ito yung makikita niyong companies na nasa loob niya. Pepsi, Next Era Energy, IBM, Old Republic International, Coke, yung mga maganda dyan, Johnson & Johnson's. These are the best dividend yielding companies. If natitignan niyo po yung value, 4.70% of the portfolio is put into Next era. So, yan po ang pinakamaganda nila ngayon, pinakamalaking part sa portfolio nila. So, kahit kay Coke, only 2.8. So, sobrang dami ng stocks na nandito. This is to diversify you enough on all the best dividend performance companies. So, kahit na may mga blue chips dyan, like Coca-Cola na sobrang laki na ng company, meron din namang not very big companies that will even out the growth. Kasi usually, nasa taas na iba, isa nasa baba pa, nag-even out yung growth niya. So, you don't have anything to worry about this right now, about the current position. Right? This is so good that if you want to check your notifications, you will see this notification. It says dividend growth surpasses 250 investors in 48 hours since launch. So many people in eToro are already getting into dividend growth already. And I want to share this to you because sobrang ganda talaga. This is one of their best performing funds right now. Okay, so I want to share this to you because I will recommend for you guys to check this out at the very least. Diba? There's a reason for it to be the best performing fund right now kay eToro. It is really very good, especially for mga investors who are looking for lower volatility, lower risk na mga investments. Go for funds kasi diversified siya, and you saw earlier how diversified this fund is. And it has the dividends to even out the growth, so it's lesser risk for you. Okay, let me just go to our YouTube. Right, so guys, just please check it out. Right, dividend growth. If you don't have an eToro account yet, andyan po sa video description, please create an eToro account using my link. Sobrang dami po ng bonus na matatanggap ninyo if gagamitin niyo po ang link ko. One of the bonuses is you are gonna be able to join the webinar I have with Mr. Arfe Gavillanes. We talked to Arfe. He talked to me about his performance in eToro. Si Arfe, let's check out. No, bakit nandito sa charts? Let's check out his February performance. Dito siya nakafocus ngayon. He recreated his account. Dito pala siya kumikita na ngayon. And look at his gains already for February. 134.95% for February already. Okay? Guys, if you want to learn how Mr. Arfe is doing this, join our webinar. He is focusing on gold. He focuses on gold. He's more of a fundamentalist kay gold. He will share to you how he's doing his strategies. 134%. Remember, si Arfe, meron na siyang 1 million last year. Imagine nyo, yung 1 million mo tumubo ng 134%. That's another million. 1.3 million tinubo ng pera. So, 134% for Mr. Arfe for February performance. If you want to learn how he's doing it, join the webinar. All you need to do is create an account using my link, and the webinar is for free. And I am not announcing this in the Facebook, pero since nagustuhan ni eToro ang performance natin, we already have more than 200 registrants for the webinar. We're gonna have a bonus for you, right, for the attendees of the webinar. So, hindi ko ito ipopost. So, if you're watching the video, so that's good for you. You will know about this. Hindi ko lang sasabihin ano yung bonus, pero most probably alam nyo na. Check out the previous bonuses. Pero, if you join the webinar, you will be subject for you can join the bonus. Pero so first time funders na nga lang po. Right? So, please register sa webinar. And then, it's for free. Ang kabayaran nyo lang po dyan is create an account using my link. And that's it. Wala na po kayong babayaran. So you can join the webinar this March 7, and then you can watch the webinar, the recordings of the webinar natin last November, which is day trading gold naman. So much value for you guys. So please do join that. Alright, I'm gonna go now to the comments. Edgar Galang, siya po last natin nabasa. Saan po makikita kapag may release sila na dividends? Thanks, saan po pala makikita kung may i-release sila na dividends? You can go to anong website ito? Investing.com. Right, so you can check for updates here sa mga companies. Meron po ditong mga you go to let's say for example sa MSFT, right, Microsoft, right, Microsoft Corporation, meron po sila ditong mga financial reports, so makikita niyo po diyan yung yung mga dividends na nila. Ito, dividend yield 1.09%. So makikita niyo po diyan yung mga dividends nila. So investing.com is going to be very useful for you for the international market. Paano kung naka-shorting ka during dividends? Kung naka-shorting ka during dividends, that means you don't own the stocks. So you won't get any dividends. So kung kanino man yung stocks na hiniram mo, siya yung makakuha ng dividends. So you won't get the dividends if you're shorting it. Leovin Tisalos, good morning sir. Good morning then. Melinda C, good morning po. Insights on PayPal, 15% gain, time to sell. Alright, so very good. Congratulations PayPal. I recommended PayPal a lot. I'm gonna write this down. Daanan ko muna ha if ever may mga comments tayo for the topic first. And then after that, we'll go to your request. Susulat ko naman yan. May notification po ba sa eToro for dividends announcements? I haven't seen one, so I don't think nag-a-announce yan sila. Annalyn, sir, where can you see the schedule when companies give out dividends in PSE? Tignan nyo po sa edge.pse.com. Nag-a-announcement kasi sila ng dividends, so you can check it out. Dax Aseo Bagay, Sir Lloyd, yung PSE Edge dividends accurate ba yun? Yes, accurate po yan. Hindi sila pwede maglabas ng inaccurate data. Joseph Tanael, Sir Lloyd, yung stocks ba sa loob ng copy portfolio mina-manage? Iniisip ko kasi long-term yan at baka pati pullback ng market dadaanan niya. Example po, nakabay siya ng isang stock na pwede mag-change sa sell yun. Right? So that's the beauty of diversification. So kahit na yung ibang stocks na nasa taas, may mga stocks din na naman na nasa baba. That's why there's so many companies in it because yes, it's managed, pero yung criteria niya for management is not the performance of the company in the market, yung stock prices in the market, pero yung because of this is focus on dividends, yung performance ng dividends ang finifilter niya dito. Right? So even if one company is going down, it's diversified enough that even the companies that there are companies that are on the bottom. So it evens out the movement. Right? Naka-diversify po yan siya. So wala pong problema kasi even if the market is gonna do a pullback, the dividends you are gonna be getting is gonna be it's gonna be counteracting the market movement. So nothing to worry about. So that's why this portfolio is very good because it's not based on the market prices ng stocks. It's more based on the dividends they are giving. Okay, so don't worry about that. Kahit mag-pullback ang market, aakit din naman ang market. You don't look at the market, yung stock price earnings mo kasi naka-diversify yan sa mga stocks na nasa baba pa. So, basically, mabagal ang galaw niyan paakyat. Right? Yan po yung overall projection niya sa long term. Pero, kahit mabagal ang akyat ng prices niya, the dividend is gonna compensate for the earnings. The dividend earnings is gonna compensate for that. So, overall, mas mataas pa rin ang yield mo. Okay? So, this is a special kind of stock. Fund. Gary Vincent de la Cruz, DMC and BDO, please. Alright, I'll write these down. Dadaanan natin yan mamaya. Free request. If you have any request na pwede natin gusto nyo pag-usapan natin in the future, please post it in the comments so that I can write it down and then prepare a presentation for it for the daily grind. Alan Tige, sir, for example, nagbigay ng dividends ang Microsoft. Makakatanggap din po ba ako na nakaka-invest sa eToro kahit naka-CFD? Yes po, that's a good thing about eToro CFD. You can get the dividends also, pero hindi buong dividends, right? Kasi if ever you for example, kay Microsoft, magkano ba yung sa stock ng Microsoft right now? $300, right? If I'm right. Let's go for MSFT. Alright, so MSFT, no, not MSFT. 200 pala. 190. Let's say $190 ang isang stock ni Microsoft. Okay. So, $190, let's say for example, $50 lang ang hawak mo kay Microsoft. That means it's 1/4. So, 1/4. Let's say for example, Microsoft gives out $1 per stock. So, makukuha mo is 25 cents lang. Pero at the very least, you are getting the proportion of the dividends also. Right? Mind you guys, dividends are subject for tax. So, kinukuhanan ng tax yan by the US government. And you know US, nagre-reklamo na tayo sa tax natin dito. Kung alam niyo lang magkano tax sa US. sabihin nyo na mas, buti dito ako nakatira. 30% mo kinukuha ng US government sa dividends. But overall, napakaganda pa rin na makukuha yung dividends with that. Aldrin Catalan, Sir, good morning. Regarding sa eToro bonus sa atin ng seminar, from what date po to what date need mag-fund na account? On the seminar ko na i-announce. Hindi ko pwede i-announce ito. Pasensya na. Edgar Galang, Sir Lloyd, yung question ko dapat kahapon. Kaso nalimutan ko, what if yung kinakopy namin is nag-leverage, may daily feed pa din ba yun sa amin? Tapos naka-all-in ka, saan kukunin yung fee? Thanks. Yes po. Naka ano rin po kayo dyan, naka-leverage din po kayo automatically. You basically follow whatever that man is putting in, right? Don't worry about the fees kasi yung nagte-trade niyan, for example, he has $1,000, yung ite-trade niya is $50 lang. Let's say $50 lang. And then, so meron siyang mga $950 doon na doon kukunin yung fees. Yung funds mo, doon rin kukunin by proportion. So, don't worry. Andun na yun. Calculated na yan ng system. So, naka-leverage din kayo niyan. Basically, kung magkano ang kikitain niya, makukuha nyo rin po. As long as your funds allow it. Argel Mendoza, good morning, Sir Lloyd and Laika. Sana po magkaroon din po bonus sa mga nakapag-fund na kapag nag-add po ng ulit kami ng fund sa eToro. Thanks. Nangyari yan noon, actually. But it was a what do you call this? It was a personal seminar, meaning andun ako in person. Because eToro is regulated, they cannot give out promotions na basta-basta. Right? It has to be a public event so that they can give out promotions. So, kaya po walang advertisement ngayon for the promotion with me. Dito lang. Wag kayong maingay, right? I want it to be a bonus lang talaga for sa mga Pinoy, right? So, malaking tulong na kasi yan yung bonus na yan. Right? So, sa 200, let's say for example, 100 dyan ay hindi nakapag-fund. That's malaking pera na yan para sa ating mga Pinoy. Sir, about preferred shares, mas regular ang dividends, maganda ba? Yes po. If you go for preferred shares, I don't talk about preferred shares that much because usually yung mga tao na followers ko are the small time investors. Preferred shares are mainly for big time investors. Kung big time kayo, yes, get preferred shares on good dividend yielding companies kasi kayo yung priority sa dividends. Joseph Tanael, pa-technical analysis kay Kroger, sir. Kaka-breakout lang ni Kroger. Nagpo-pullback siya ngayon. Any bounce zone should be a good entry for Kroger. Alvin Galvez, good morning, Sir Lloyd. Good morning then. This message is held for review from Gary De La Cruz. Please double-check GSG Serdan on copy portfolio. Alright. So, I'll check this out. Alright, G Serdan. Right. Meron tayo, this is a new request. Please check this guy out. G Serdan. Alright, so blue pa siya. So, kakasimula lang ng tao nito magpa-copy. But, doing well. 34% last year. He's now already 8.86%. Alright, check this guy out. I don't know ano yung mga nasa loob ng port niya. But he's doing well. Alright, he's already doing 8% for this year. Good. This is good. This is from Gary Vincent De La Cruz. Ang problema ko lang dito, nakasimula niya pa lang. But, 3 years on running. Show more. Let's see how... Alright, so 3 years consecutive green na siya. At 2 year na close na consecutive green. That's good enough. Okay, kamustahin ko nga si Mariano Pardo. I've been recommending this guy noon pa. Magkano ng performance niya? Alright, it's already up 6.6% February. Guys, kung kinopya niyo lang ito nung simula ng year, 11.08% up na kayo ngayon. Right? So, kanina hindi ko na share yung screen ko pala. So, GS Serdan is 5.28 for February, 3.40 for January, 8.86 na siya. So, yeah, check this guy out. So, I'm talking to, I've been talking to a Filipino right now. And he's starting a YouTube channel. Ang focus niya po is, he will do the reviews of copy traders for you guys. So, meron siya mga updates every week, sino yung mga best performing, at least man lang, doon sa video niya, siya na magre-research para sa inyo, para matignan niyo kung maganda ba i-copy yung tao na yan. So, it's gonna be a very good channel. He's already starting it. I'm gonna share this channel to you guys in the future. So, yan po. It's gonna be a very useful channel for you. Can guys create an eToro account using my link? Sobrang dami po ng bonuses. Benwa, hello po Sir Lloyd. Nag-message ko nimo sa Financial Freedom 101. I'm gonna be answering that today. Pasensya na, I've been very busy this week. Hindi ko po nasagot lahat. Benwa, regarding po doon sa March 7 webinar and eToro promo. Alright, good po pala sa lahat. Good morning po pala sa lahat. Alright, so yes! Tapos na tayo sa topics natin. Now we can go to the charting request that you have. Let me go get the list. Chart na po tayo. Alright, so unang-una sa request is MPI. Alright, MPI. Looking well right now si MPI. Gumaganda na yung momentum ni MPI actually. Right? So, this is looking well. Mukhang magre-recover na si MPI. I think magsa-sideways na ito. After this massive downtrend, we have an instance that it already broke MA20 and nag-rally siya pataas. So, right now, MPI is doing sideways. So, we can go sideways straight for this one. I think it's safe already. Sobrang mura ni MPI. This is a good company right here. It's just that ang ang market natin is really, really, really slow. So, you have to consider that also before you want to invest in this. So, this is accumulation. I would say support here is a very good entry for MPI and then sideways trade na tayo. Sideways trading na tayo for MPI. So far, so good. Okay? Gold chart, sir, please. Alright, so this is from Albert Legarta. Si gold ngayon, mahirap si gold basahin kasi day trading na lang ang tinitingnan natin kay gold. But overall, so one day chart ni gold, still on a good uptrend si gold, right? Kakatouch niya lang sa upper Bollinger Band. So, it's doing a pullback right now as expected. So, we are gonna wait for the pullback and then the bounce before we wanna get in. So, uptrend siya overall. So, since it's on an uptrend, let's see the 4-hour chart. Kung gusto niyo pa mag-day trading, right? So, sa 4-hour chart niya is on a good uptrend. So, on the 5-minute chart, what we are gonna be looking for is for supports like this one right here. So, meron tayong support dito for the 5-minute chart. So, and then it's bouncing there already. So, this is a good instance to try this support out already sa mga nagde-day trade dyan. This could be a good day trading entry right here. So, let me put a line here. Let's say, for example, binili natin yan dyan. Magkano kaya ang gains natin? Tools, horizontal, dito sa entry nito. So, if makapasok tayo dyan, hanap lang ng solid green. Hindi pa kasi nagko-close yan. So, pula pa siya. So, we want to wait for a solid green. If it goes solid green, then you buy it. Day trading. I'm already talking about day trading. So, that's how you basically view day trading. From the longer term, palit ng palit tayo to follow the trend. And then, that is where we are gonna be looking for entries for day trading. Right? That is how we do charting in day trading. Right? So, this was from Albert Legarta. Ayan, a good friend of mine doon na nasa Rome ngayon. Morning po sa inyo dyan. Asan na ako? Alright, requests pala. FSLR. There's a request for FSLR. Alright, I'm gonna open a different chart na lang. What do you call this? Na super chat. Kasi, super chat. Ang tawag dito? Pro charts. Alright, so let me load my chart. Okay, so yung request is for FSLR. So breakout for FSLR. Alright, this is a good entry. Pasokin nyo na yan. Alright, constricted Bollinger Bands. After the consolidation, it started to touch the upper Bollinger Bands and look at that. MA20, perfect MA20 bounces and then breakout. I would say yes, buy this already. The stability has been broken. This is the calm before the storm. Yeah. Overall, it's on an uptrend. This is looking good for FSLR. Right? Good find. Right? Lift. LYFT. Yan. Si Lift naman. Kamustahin natin si Lift. A good rally for Lift. Ang problema ko kay Lift ngayon, nasa resistance siya eh. But it is starting to form symmetrical triangle, kaka-breakout niya lang. So, this is looking good for Lift, right? This is a good find, si Lift. Second entry natin dito is kung mag-breakout talaga, right? Meron na tayong entry actually for Lift, kaka-breakout niya pa lang. Right, this is looking good. Yes, I would say yes, Lift is looking like a good entry right now, especially nasa baba pa si lift ngayon. So, nasa 5-minute chart ako. Sorry. I'll go for 1-day chart. Sorry. Kaya, tingnan natin 1-day chart ni lift. Uy, yun. Nasa support si lift and kaka-breakout nila sa short term. I would say yes. Support levels for lift right now. This is gonna be a good entry for lift. Yes, lift is a buy. ACB. Alright, Aurora Cannabis. Right, Aurora Cannabis. We had a divergence right here. So, ang ganda na divergence niya at this level. So, yeah. I would say pullback and confirmation of support para dito for ACB. Right? Pullback and confirmation of support before you wanna enter ACB. Si PayPal, 50% na ang gains mo kay PayPal. Congratulations. I strongly recommended PayPal, sila Visa, sila Mastercard. Nag-all-time high yun sila ngayon. So, hopefully, pinasok nyo noon. Resistance, it just did a breakout. Galing, right? Horizontal line. It just did a breakout. It's now on an all-time high for PayPal. There is no sell signal yet for PayPal. If ever may makita kang pula for the next day, sell half of it, right? Sell half lang muna. On the other half, use the MA20 as your support. So, trailing stop loss ka na sa PayPal. So, I want to talk about trailing stop loss for a little bit. We still have time. It's 9:23. So, trailing stop loss meaning you are riding the trend on a trailing stop loss. So, this is your support right here. Right? So, sell half here pag pumula na yan. And then, trailing stop loss dito. If ever ayaw mo nang bumili, you have the option not to buy anymore at this MA20 support. If it cuts the MA20, then you sell all. Okay? Benta mo lahat. So, at least gain ka pa rin dito. Alright? Our goal in trading is not to win it all, but our goal is to just gain. Kung gain ka na dito, that's good. Sayang kasi ang trend niya. Baka pwede pa yan umakyat. Okay? Because of the massive of the breakout right now, and it's still closing above the Bollinger Band. So, there's still momentum in PayPal. So, yes, sell half, take profits, trailing stop loss na on the other half. Okay. Next kay PayPal, DMC and BDO. Local naman tayo. DMC, still looking on a downward movement. So, let's see if ever mag-double bottom tayo kay DMC. If that hits a double bottom, then this is where you buy DMC. Right now, it's touching the lower band. So, mukhang pababa pa si DMC. BDO. Alright, si BDO, for me, downtrend na sa BDO. Right? Abangan na lang natin ulit si BDO bumaba. Gusto ko bumaba ulit si BDO. Yun yung isa sa mga paborito kong stocks. Definitely for long term. Yan, may vlog ako dati yung mga paboritong stocks ko for long term. BDO is one of them. If you just know the bank's performance, so sobrang ganda ng performance ng banko na ito. Sorry, excuse me. So yes, BDO, downtrend pa. So ingat lang muna. I'm gonna go to the list. Edward Vince, good morning po. Sir Lloyd, pacheck po si TWLO. Kamustahin nga natin si gold. Ayun, si gold, nag-solid green na. And then, there it is. This should be a good entry already. Okay? So, tada, day trading, guys. Pwede nyo pong gamitin ito for day trading. So, again, the stock's overall movement on the long term is an uptrend. So, it's very safe to look for supports during these levels. And there it is. Gains na kayo for sure dito if ever nag-trade kayo niyan. So, grabe while doing our live, we are doing day trading seminar for you. Right. TWLO, not T. TWLO. Twilio. Alright. So, nakakatakot. Why? Because I'm seeing lower highs for TWLO. The previous high is right here. The second high is right here. And it's starting to go red already. So, mukhang tapos na itong rally ni TWLO. I don't wanna play with that anymore. Right? Medyo mahina na yung momentum niya. Okay, and RAD. RAD. Okay, it's doing a pullback right now. Abangan niyo pa sa MA20, yung bounce niya. Pag nag-bounce yan dyan, then time to test it. It's not a guarantee that it will go up. But at the very least, at MA20, you can use that as your support. So, you just cut loss below that kasi maliit ang maliit ang risk ninyo and you're riding a momentum of an uptrend. So that's how you trade. Okay? So wait for the pullback. Look for a good entry and a bounce before you want to get in. Sir, RH po. Thanks, right? RH. RH. Uy, good momentum rin kay RH. Okay, kaka-breakout lang ni RH. It's doing a pullback right now. So anytime soon, a bounce from the support, previous resistance right here. So pag nag-bounce yan dito, yes, you can test it out. Okay, and then you have the MA20 as your secondary entry for RH. Galing to, support entries. And then may paunang breakout dito. And then there's a secondary breakout right there. So this is on a solid momentum. Galing ni RH. Rep Seji Gamer, Sir Lloyd, pa-check naman po ng Rider System Incorporated. If pwede. Siyempre, pwede kayo pa. Rider System Incorporated. Gap down. I'm not sure what caused the gap down. Most probably earnings. So, it's on a downtrend right now. 25-year RSI nabot niya. So, wala rin. Hindi naman overbought ang RSI. But this is a sudden drop kasi kaya umabot ng ganyan ang RSI. Baka false read lang. Massive downtrend. I want it to stabilize first. Very, very volatile right now. Pwede yung umakyat, pwede yung bumaba na napakalakas. So, it's really hard to say right now. So, ingat muna. With this one, I want it to stabilize, create a support at the very least before we can consider trading that. Albert Legarta, thank you so much. You're welcome. Larry Romar, magandang morning. Boss Lloyd, good morning din. Edgar Galang, naka 5 minutes ka, Sir Lloyd. Yes. Tiningin ko yung kanina, naka one day na tayo. Eileen Soriano, Sir, okay ba mag-buy ng JFC? JFC might be heavy right now. Right? I wanted to confirm the support before I will recommend buying it. This is already a buy more noon. Pero nung lumabas ang earnings ni Jollibee, that might have been heavy for the investors. I was expecting a very positive fourth quarter for Jollibee, and there it is. Malakas naman ang fourth quarter niya, which is good. Problema lang, overall earnings niya last year was down. So that, and then with the market right now na konti lang investors, baka bumigat pa si JFC. If this is gonna confirm the support moving forward, pag nag-sustain yan dito sa support na yan, I would say yes, buy some. Right? And then if it goes further down, let's wait for another support to buy more. This is for accumulation si Jollibee right now. Sobrang mura na ni Jollibee. Right? We're expecting Jollibee to recover next year. Okay naman ang economy natin. Sobrang ganda na economy. Larry Romar, pwede pa ba akong pumasok kay BPI? Time check, it's 9:29. So, bilisan ko lang kung ito, guys, ha. BPI, pwede bang pumasok? Looking good. Support for BPI is right here. Ganda na pullback na ito. It's starting to bounce right here. If pwede, breakout na lang kay BPI if you wanna trade it. If it's a breakout, then good. Or if bumalik man yan sa support, that's the best entry right now for BPI. It's in the middle kasi. It's really hard to say. Okay? So, Benji Onabia, galing nyo mag-explain, sir. The best po kayo. Thank you so much. Alright. So that's all the time we have for today. Guys, reminders, please join the webinar this March 7. Alright, ako na makahawa sa inyo. Sayang information dyan. This is the first time RFA is gonna be sharing his inputs on a webinar. So I hope you take advantage of it. RFA has been doing well already for February. It's already up 134%. Right, if you want to know how he is doing it, join the webinar. He won the eToro trading competition last year, December, closing of the year. His earnings was 500%, almost 500%. Imagine that. If meron kayo 1 million, naging 5 million. If meron kayo 100K, naging 500K. Sobrang laki ng pera na yan. And if you wanna learn how he's doing it, his resources, all his strategies, join the webinar. It's for free. All you need to do is create an eToro account. Using my link, andyan po sa video description, and the registration for the webinar is there and in my Facebook page. If you have any questions, send me a message sa Facebook page ko. If you have any, if you need finance advices, investment advices, and business advices, just send me a message in Financial Freedom 101. I'll do my best to answer all of you guys. Hope this has been a learning day for you again. May natutunan po kayo. Please share the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you tomorrow, and as always, let's get rich together. Bye everyone. Enjoy the day.